Most people picture early Southeast Asian trade as a simple exchange, a sack of nutmeg handed over for a roll of silk. But look at the geographic reality on this satellite map. This narrow channel, the Strait of Malacca, forms an inescapable bottleneck, serving as the primary toll gate between the massive empires of India and China. Movement through this gate was dictated by seasonal monsoon winds. Thousands of merchant ships would sail in on one wind and hit a dead end, forced to drop anchor for months waiting for the weather to reverse. This seasonal gridlock created a logistical nightmare. Perishable goods intended for barter could rot in the holds during months of heavy rain. A primitive barter system fails under these conditions. To survive, this ecosystem required a highly fluid, non-perishable medium of exchange to keep value moving even when the ships were stuck. Breaking this monsoon-induced market freeze demanded a universal store of value that would hold its worth through a 6-month layover. Merchants adopted swarna, physical gold, as a critical financial technology, providing a portable ledger that unblocked the region's trade arteries. This shift began transforming the physical cargo hubs of the Malay archipelago into high-velocity financial clearinghouses. Relying on gold introduces a new problem. How do merchants from radically different civilizations trust the purity of each other's metal without a central bank to guarantee its value? The solution was archaeometallurgy. They established a decentralized, rigorous system of metallurgical testing to verify purity right on the docks. This is the touchstone method. Merchants rubbed a gold piece against a dark stone and compared the color of the streak against reference needles. A pale mark revealed hidden silver or copper impurities, instantly identifying anyone attempting to debase the currency. They paired this chemical test with a physical one, using the remarkably uniform weight of the red saga seed to establish a standardized unit of measurement across the entire trade network. This strict physical quality assurance protocol created a reliable web of market trust, allowing trade to move between strangers and reach a volume that local barter could never match. With trust secured, commerce through the Langkasuka and Bujong Valley corridors expanded rapidly. Yet physical gold eventually became a massive liability. Moving heavy chests across thousands of miles of ocean attracted piracy and required costly security. The sheer volume of global trade was eventually outpacing the physical supply of gold that could be safely extracted, minted, and transported. To prevent a complete liquidity freeze, the Southeast Asian financial system had to evolve past physical metal and develop a system that was entirely abstract. We see this evolution through monetary stratigraphy. Reading these vertical soil layers, archaeologists track economic history like a financial chart. This bottom layer reveals remnants of basic physical barter. Moving to the middle stratum, the soil yields an explosion of Suvarna gold coins. But in the wealthiest top layer, physical coins suddenly become scarce, even as luxury imports increase. The wealth was still there, but the lack of coins suggests it had moved off the forest floor and into the ledger books. When the physical supply of gold could no longer keep up with the speed of trade, merchants shifted their operations to abstract paper and tally systems. They implemented advance payments and forward contracts. Foreign traders began locking in prices for next season's harvest using credit instead of immediate physical exchange. Suvarna evolved from a heavy object changing hands into a theoretical unit of account that lived entirely on ledgers and merchant trust. Mapping this stratigraphic ledger shows how these early kingdoms developed the same abstract credit mechanisms that would eventually define the evolution of global maritime finance.